fluff and get straight to the heart of the game. From the hottest plays on the court to the controversies off it. We're breaking it all down with unfiltered takes and raw honesty. No sugarcoating, no holding back. Just real talk for real fans. Let's get into it.
Hey everybody, how y'all doing on this glorious Saturday morning? I'm here with my girl, so pretty Tony. Unc then gave us the keys to the crash out room.
He said, I'm out.
He said he a little sick, need to take him some tea and rub some oil on his body. Who knows what?
Tulip said we finally got off the bus. Yeah, that was a long bus ride.
It was a long bus ride. He over there. Pimp down, Tulip. Pimp down.
Pimp down for sure.
So I asked him, I said, do you want me to run the crash out room? And he said, sure. So I don't know if I'm gonna give you what Unc give you, because Unc be really crashing out.
For sure he do.
But you know me, I'm gonna give you information. I'm gonna talk a little bit of crazy, but I ain't gonna never be Unc. He got his own thing going. How you feeling this morning, Tony? Early,
I'm feeling good. I got to sleep in a little bit. I was supposed to be up early, but you know, the D Block boy, they have us up kind of late. They go down till after 3:30, man.
Me and Tony, well, we did the full court trio, and then you went over there on the D Block.
Yeah, I've been up some hours.
Yeah, I had to let her get a little sleep. She be like, I'm ready to go. Girl, you're gonna crash out on camera. You're gonna fall out in your chair.
Yes.
How y'all doing in the chat? What's going on? I see you, William. What's up? Tulip plays, she wins. Anthony Green, Sportsway with Dre Day, Green Thumb. Okay, Green Thumb. What's up, Squeak? What's up, T. Camilla? Look, she said, YouTube sent me notifications as soon as I hit my front door. Thank you, YouTube. The YouTube be tripping sometimes. Sometimes they don't send nothing. they be over there. Because sometimes I'll be like, didn't I set up a reminder? Yeah, man.
Do that?
What's up, Jemima? Y'all come on in the building. Hit the like button. Y'all come on in. We're gonna talk. Look, we're gonna talk about a little bit of rift, but at least a little bit of rift that we see between Tyler Marsh and Jeff P.
And that Jeff P guy.
And we're gonna also talk about Angel Reese's last game of the season, and how the Chicago Sky fans look like they picked a side. They look like they came to Wintrust Arena just to support Angel. They didn't even really care. They didn't really care about that game.
They ain't worried about no game. What game? What game? They want to see what outfit Angel had on and what she was gonna do and what was her response. That's what they want to see.
That, and they also wanted to chant fire Jeff.
Heck yeah, they did.
Yeah, that's what they trying to do.
That's what they really did. That's what they really wanted to do.
They had a fan base come just to troll. That's what they came.
Exactly.
You know how? Look,
what up, Jacob?
You go find out, like, you do a live show and everybody in the chat in there just to troll. That's crazy. That is crazy.
Very crazy.
I'm spending my money to come up there troll.
You know what it is. They lucky she only changed twice instead of 3 times. Hey, she had enough time to go change for all 4 quarters.
She changing outfits on them, signing autographs, looking at Jeff side-eyed. Sloot on the bench looking like, what is going on?
That's wild. No, you're wild.
Yeah, this is really
you're wild.
Like, what are we doing? Like,
I'm telling you, Sloot, the people you thought you were the people champ, they switched up on you. They switched up on you for the Barbie.
You talking about somebody that did not read the room? Is
Courtney
Vandersloot. she really and truly thought, I don't know what that woman thought.
She thought it's her show.
Well, they told her it was her show. You know what I mean?
Told her it was her show, so she only going to think what she believed. Plus, that's the reason why she came, because they told her it was going to be her show.
Well, if the GM tells you it's your show, why wouldn't you believe that?
Exactly. Exactly.
Why wouldn't you? I mean, that's what you would believe, and she's finding out in real time that this is not her team, and if she thought this was her team, she found out the hard way that
yeah, you know, they all kind of did from the moment Angel stepped on the court and scored her first bucket last year.
Well, but guys, y'all hit the like button. Hit the like button and come in the door. Subscribe to all of our channels. We're gonna start off with Jeff P versus Lisa. I'm gonna start off with Jeff P versus Tyler Marsh. And the reason why we're gonna do this is because last night we went through Jeff P's exit interview, and he had some damning things to say, like him and Tyler Marsh didn't see that they would need backups. They didn't need backups. They were fully invested in the 12 people they selected to be on their team, but they didn't foresee injuries and a season going like this. It seemed like Jeff P was trying to pull Tyler Marsh into his foolishness. He didn't stand on business, chat. It's one thing as a GM to get up there and take the bullets. It's another thing to start bringing somebody else's name in it when you are interviewing. They asked you, Jeff P. They didn't ask you who was in the room with you or anything. But hey, that's what we're here to talk about today. Do we really think Tyler Marsh had power to select this roster, to make changes when it was time to make changes, or to bring in additional help once people started to go down? It appears to me, Tony, that he didn't have power. He just was coaching what was given to him. But Jeff P kind of alluded to that him and Tyler Marsh didn't foresee the problems they would have this year. Before I played Tyler Marsh's exit interview, let me know what you think. Who you think telling the truth on that?
Hell, Tyler. Tyler, straight up, Tyler telling the truth. And we're going to go back. That Joker didn't allude to. He flat out said it.
He did.
He flat out said it. We didn't see eye to eye. And Tyler said, in a sense, now he alluded to being blindsided.
Yeah, he kind of was like,
I
was a little blindsided.
Yeah, he was kind of blindsided. Jeff, you did me dirty. Jeff did me dirty. Jeff did me dirty. That's a song.
Yeah,
we're gonna put a beat to that. Jeff did me dirty.
Yeah, man.
So
look, like Debbie Brown said, Jeff threw Tyler on the train, not a bus. How could you not talk about what's needed on your team? BS. Free agent.
Right. Like I said, no alluding. He flat out said it.
Like, to be honest with you, okay, let me just, before I play this, let me just play devil's advocate. Even if you didn't talk about it, Jeff, you the GM. Why wouldn't you bring it up? Hey, what is our plan if, we brought in all these people in training camp? What's our plan if we lose this position or this position or this position? What's our plan, Tyler Marshall? Isn't that something you would ask your coach? Just to make sure when you get ready to make the deals and personnel decisions, you can do what you need to do.
Exactly. What's going on, K-Sap?
What this reeks of is, like we said last night, incompetence. He don't actually know what his job really entails.
Yeah, it stink as soil socks, man.
All right, we're gonna listen to we're gonna listen to our boy Tyler. And then we're gonna compare it to what we listened to last night about Jeff P over there talking about all the missteps he made as a GM. Hold on, let me get this. Yeah, basically that's what he was trying to say. And Poe thing looked like he was gonna cry because
that's what him said.
Him said, look, I didn't realize it was gonna be like that. I lose sleep.
No, you lost sleep last night. You lost sleep because what they said. You ain't lose sleep from nothing else.
He said, I lose sleep, trying to do this job. And I would take the bullets. I would take the bullets.
Man, you ain't get no sympathy from over here. Sit down, simp.
What he said, I'm just telling you what the man said. The man said he lose sleep and he'll take the bullets. Here we go. Don't take no bullets, Jeff P. Just
we don't want none of those. Allegedly, that's that word.
Yeah, we don't want none of that. We just want you to do your doggone job. Hold on, I had to turn my phone on because they want to call a player. All right, here we go. Let me
Greetings.
Here we go. Y'all come on in. Here we go. Oh, they always got this long pause. I think he about to come up here. Hold on.
With no complaints. She's had stretches where she hasn't played any minutes, stretches where she's expected to play big minutes. And
come on back. There you go.
I think he talked
to play big minutes.
Trying to get it right where it started. Hold on. They playing with my emotions. There we go.
The game, I saw you and Maddie have like a moment there. Anything that you want to share just in that moment, just in part, just on kind of like your thoughts on her performance?
Yeah, her performance was great. I told her that she belongs in this league. I told her that there's not many second round picks that make it this far, and I told her with the team that there's no. We talk a lot about being present. We talk a lot about controlling what you can control. And for Maddie, I think she's the ultimate testament to that. I told the team it's not a coincidence that on the last day of the season that she has a game like that in the midst of what this season has been. And they see the work that she puts in daily with no complaints. She's had stretches where she hasn't played any minutes, stretches where she's expected to play big minutes. And it's a tough position for a rookie to be in. And this league, I think, is the toughest professional league in the world as a rookie because the expectations are so high and the learning curve and the room to adjust is so quick that we forget to give them grace as a player. And Maddie has lived up to those expectations in terms of what we saw when we were, scouting her in last offseason. And we're just incredibly proud of what she was able to do today, but we're more proud of the character that she's shown throughout this year. I think that's the embodiment of what and who we want this guy to be.
Maddie said the one thing that she really appreciated out of you all season has been the compassion that you've shown in building the relationships, not just with her, but with a lot of players. And that's something that we've heard from Coach Nakase and Becky Hammond. Why is that something that you really pride yourself on, is relationship building, and how impactful can it be, not just in your first year as a head coach, but also moving forward?
I think that's the best advice that I think that I've gotten coming into this role is that a lot of people, when they move up a spot or when they move a chair over, when they get elevated into a new role, they feel like that they got to change who they are to meet and fit the position. And I was told to make the position mine, make it fit me and who I am, and stay consistent to my personality. And my values and my morals and how I was raised. And part of that is just knowing how to treat people. And, if the worst thing that people can say about me is that I don't know basketball or my X's and O's don't work or whatever comes with the game, I'm okay with that. If it means that I got a locker room full of players that know that I care about them and a staff that knows that I care about them and will fight for them, I can let everything else go in one ear and out the other. But I just try to stay consistent with who I am. And I think that every role that I've been in, whether it's been a high school coach, a college coach, a WNBA coach, an NBA coach, a G League coach, player development, video coordinator, you name it. I think there's a lot of people that will speak to the consistency that I try to exude in terms of who I am as a person. And I just let that do the talking for me.
Can't hear you.
I just have to stop it for like 10 seconds, Chad, just to say one thing. Tyler Marsh got a little bass in his voice.
He tried to put a little oomph in there. He did.
He got a little bass in his voice tonight. That's the man fed up. Never mind. Let me hit the play.
We'll go to Julia, then Naomi. Please limit follow-ups. We'll go back around.
Tyler, we know that a main goal for this franchise coming into this season was trying to establish this team as a little bit more of a target in free agency going into such a big free agency period. Do you feel like you guys accomplished that? And kind of what will that pitch look like as you guys get closer to free agency?
In some ways, yeah. I think that I think we're still trying to find that balance, but I think that when we pitch to free agents or whomever, we got to talk about the people that we have. We got to talk about who we want our organization to be about, or what we want our organization to be about, and how we pursue that and how we're committed to pursuing that. And hopefully the transparency in that is a reflection of what our values are individually and as an organization, and that we can outline a process that kind of is identical to that in terms of what we need to do moving forward. And so those will be talks that will continue to be had moving into the off season. But right now and in this moment, regardless of the 10-34 record, I'm extremely proud to be sitting here as the head coach and with the team that I had, and I wouldn't have this first year to go any other way for me personally.
Translation. The only card I have to play is I hope Angel Reese is here and I can sell her to free agents, because I ain't got nothing else.
I don't know
all
what
I got
do.
is Angel and Camilla. That's all I can
need them
sell.
to come back. I need those two.
That's all I got.
Spells.
Yeah, that's all I got.
All that spells.
We're gonna keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Coach, throughout the season, we've asked you what you wanted the identity of this team to be now that things have concluded. Things may have not turned out the way that you wanted. What would you consider the identity of this 2025 Sky team?
Selfless, resilient, and toughness. I think we came into the season with the moniker of committing and competing. And I thought for the majority of the season, we did that. And in a tough league with only 13 teams, sometimes the records aren't always reflective of what teams are capable of. And I think that in moments throughout this season, we've been able to show that. And then other times we've fallen short, but that's sports. And, all we can do is continue to get up and keep fighting. And I think that, again, on a night like tonight, the last game of the season with 7 players against a championship contending team, you saw a team that continued to fight. And with 2 of our best players down, 3 of our best players down. And so I think that speaks to the character of that locker room as well.
He was right the first time.
I feel like this season you really tried to protect your players from criticism on the outside. Who in your life is protecting you?
God, first and foremost. I lean pretty heavily into my faith. My family. It's one of the reasons my father's employed here, and so he better be.
Oh, we know why your daddy there. We know because you needed that protection. Never. I'm sorry, y'all.
No, you're right. I digress.
My wife, and I think a lot of ways who doesn't even know it yet. My son. The losses don't hurt as much. The criticism doesn't hurt as much once I walk through the doors at home and I have to be dad and I got to be a husband. And for me, that allows things to stay in perspective. I got 12 kids here. I got to worry about some my age and some younger. But no, I'm protective of them, but I'm protective of the people that I love as well. And that won't change.
Coach, both Kia and Maddie spoke highly about that compassion that we talked about earlier as one of your strengths. They said your weakness is being able to guard Maddie in 1v1s after practices.
Fair. Fair.
But what would you say is an aspect of your coaching that you feel maybe didn't quite hit this team as well this year that you'd like to kind of focus more on going into next season?
I think maybe the level of consistency of in-game play at times. I think that, but I think even more so than that, maybe just I think someone that prides themselves again on relationships and building that. There's a natural sense of wanting everyone to feel comfortable and happy, and sometimes you got to make things uncomfortable and got to be okay with some people being unhappy at times, whether that's on your staff, whether that's in front office, whether that's your players. Like that's part of the responsibility that comes with sitting in that seat, and it's understanding that when you make decisions, it's best for the team with the team in mind. Everyone's not always going to be in a good place, and so what you have to do though is, upon making those decisions, you got to follow up and make sure that everyone knows that it's not anything personal. And so I think from that standpoint, it's something that I'll continue to grow into and work on in terms of just understanding that you're not always going to please everyone, and that's okay.
We'll go to Hope and then Andy, and then we'll go to follow-ups.
Coach, you've talked a lot this year about different challenges that the team and that you have faced. But outside of the box score even, what do you think has been the challenge that you've worked hardest to alleviate this season?
I think that if you only paid attention to the outside, you would think that we were just a completely broken and fractured team. And if you've been to our practices and our shoot-arounds, you would see quite the opposite. They're a connected bunch that, and for those that have been involved in playing sports, no team is absolved of going through tough times or hitting adversity in many different types, in many different forms. And I think for us and our organization, there's a stigma right now that has come with us, and not in a positive way. And fairly or unfairly, I think that for our players that fight every day for each other and for themselves, it's tough on them to have to hear that constantly when they know the opposite to be true. And so I just try to stay as committed to them as possible and as consistent in them hearing how much we appreciate that, and continuing to drive home the messaging of staying together, through this tough season. And they've done a great job of adhering to it and embodying that, on and off the court.
Andy, and we'll close up. Julia and Carly, Brian.
Coach, now that the off season's beginning, after your first year, what sort of work are you looking to get back to in this off season to, have this team ready to go for year two of the Marsh era?
I'm a 49ers fan, and so I'm going to enjoy some 49ers football as much as I can for now. But once we get back to work, I plan on spending some time traveling to our players that we know will be here next year, and spending some time with them. I want to be able to see Unrivaled. I want to be able to get out to Athletes Unlimited. I want to be able to get overseas and see some as well. But I think for now, I just want to enjoy some time with my family reflect on the season, put together a plan for the off season, and then move forward from there.
Translation: he moving in with Angel in Miami, and he gonna split his time between Angel in Miami and time with Camilla and Chant.
Hey, he gotta stay close. He gotta stay close.
You know.
And you have to make sure that their frame of mind is still set.
Because they recruiting in Unrivaled. He gonna be right there. Every time Cock come talk to Angel, he gonna be like, "Hey girl, how y'all doing?"
He better be.
And that's finished.
Tyler, you talked about the concept of like the stigma maybe following the team into the off season. How do you guys realistically combat that? Again, kind of just in the free agency perspective of it, how do you combat the idea that maybe there is a little bit of a stigma or a little bit of a negative perception that you feel like maybe isn't reflected in the reality of the team?
Yeah, I think we have to be prepared and ready to answer the tough questions that come with the pursuit of free agents and draft picks and agency and things of that nature. And again, being honest and transparent with who we are and who we want to be and what the process looks like to get there. I think that the players in this league are extremely smart. Veteran players around this league know what it takes to be successful on and off the court. And we have to be committed to and reflect those ideals as well. And I think we are.
Of your two rookies in both Haley and Maddie, what do you want to see them work on in the off season, both basketball wise and non-basketball wise?
For Haley, it's health first and foremost. We want her to be as healthy as possible. She's gone several years now straight of just continual basketball. And so we want her to get healthy. I think that the balance of being a combo guard in this league looks like. So continuing to find that balance of being able to handle pressure, but also being able to stretch the floor, to read defenses, to command offenses. So that's from Haley's standpoint. The work ethic is already there. The character is already there. And same with Maddie. And then for her, it's about being able to stretch the floor even more than what she did today, but being more comfortable with doing so. I think that with Maddie, it's a lot about adapting and adjusting to the pace consistently. I spoke the other day about it's natural for a rookie to kind of to feel the game out when they come off the bench and kind of see where they can get in, where they fit in type. But sometimes you don't have the luxury of having that much time to do so. Like you gotta, once you're in the game, you gotta be expected to go. And so going into her second year, it's less of an adjustment to what the pace looks like and more about now finding her niche in terms of where she fits in, schematically. And so that's how I'll leave it with those two.
As your group basically embarks on the off season, what message did you impart on the team as you guys were kind of parting?
It was more so the gratitude and appreciation for this year. I think there's so much up in the air going into next year that I don't want any of them to right now in this moment feel the burden that comes with that or the pressure that comes with that. So just enjoying each other for now and in the moment. I'm sure they'll have some fun tonight and hopefully they'll be safe. But it was less about what it will look like moving forward and harping more on what it looks like right now for all of us in this moment and today. And so we just wanted to be present in that and uplift each other in that. So.
Coach, I know you alluded to the negativity and stigma of everything that's been going on over the last couple of weeks. It's kind of hard to avoid. And I know as a coach, you could speak to, the value of all your players, but regarding Angel specifically, what value does she bring to this franchise now that you have gone through a season with her?
When we talk about commit and compete, that's who Angel is and has been. She is a competitor at the very core, and the criticism that she gets daily isn't fair. And that is beyond from this year, that extends from, from years in the past. And so I think that she's someone that we also got to remember is in her early 20s as well, in a position that not many of us know what it's like to be in, on and off the court. And the grace that she deserves as well should be afforded to her. And regardless of what her stardom looks like, and it's unfortunate that she has to go through certain things that she has to go through, but she has a really good support system around her. We try to uplift her as much as possible. But I think that there's a human element that is missing sometimes when we speak on players, particularly in Angel's light. And so there's a whole lot of good that Angel embodies as well. And I think that that should be talked about just as much as all the other stuff.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Cut. He said, what? Keisha, what?
I'm going to say this.
Keisha, what? Keisha, wait. I know I saw this, but I had to, it brought it bring it
Tyler
back.
Marsh,
bring it back.
Look, listen to me. Tyler Marsh was not ready for this debacle. He signed himself up.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready. He still ain't ready. And he don't know how to get ready. He's still lost in the sauce. And we're still saying that we they're still protecting Angel. They're still what in the locker room with Angel? Because that's not what we saw in the last 4 games. What was that? 2 weeks? What are we saying here? What are we talking about?
But Tony, he chose a side in this interview.
He picked a side.
He did pick a side. I don't know if people paid attention, but
what's going on, Brass?
When they asked him, how did I know the season didn't go as planned, and I know what did you say to your team? Being in the last game, and he said, "Well, I just tried to stay present with some of them because some of them, this might be their last."
He picked the side.
Hoorah! He picked the side.
He picked the side.
Now, whether it's gonna be enough, we don't know. But he clearly picked. He didn't pick Sloop's side.
He picked the side.
He picked the
what
side.
He said.
He also
said what he said.
I need to spend more time with the people that's gonna be here. That's what he said.
That's what he said.
And he mentioned
you heard what I heard. Chat. Y'all heard what we heard, chat.
Whether y'all agree with Tyler or not, one thing I got was he picked the side.
He picked the side.
He picked the side.
He sure enough picked the side.
Now, whether that's going to
wasn't Jeff's side.
No. And he also talked about Jeff, about he has to learn to disagree with people and them not like his decisions and that being okay. Tyler, I'm gonna let Tony get in here. Sound like at the beginning of the season you was a yes man.
Sure enough.
And then things went awry, and you started cussing out refs and losing your mind on the sideline. The next thing you know, you realize ice cream ain't sweet. So Jeff was trying to give you another ice cream cone. You slapped it out of his hand and told him, "Why you lied to me?" Seemed like there's a little rift between him because Tyler says, "Look, I gotta be better at understanding that some of the things I say, people are not gonna agree with it." And then Jeff was over there trying to throw him under the bus in his exit interview.
Yeah,
there's a little.
He's willing to take the hit, but no, that was just a word he used.
No, he don't want to take the full hit.
He don't want to take the hit. He said he wasn't going to take the hit, but he tried to use the word to say that he would take the hit, but he said, I'm losing sleep. No, that's not taking the hit. Taking the hit is not to say what you're going through.
Oh, he had a locker room speech? I might have to go pull that up.
Definitely need to see the locker room speech because I didn't hear a whole lot of that. However, I'm stuck on this.
And let me tell y'all something in the chat. I agree with 100% what y'all talking about with Tyler Marsh. I just think he didn't have no backbone at first. He was just going with the flow. He actually believed what that man told him. He found out during the middle of the season that he was going to be thrown under the bus, and the truck drove over him. That's why his dad went off. And he made a lose in this interview. That's what I got my dad here for, to help me.
Exactly.
And I don't doubt that he's a good guy. He's a family guy. And I don't doubt none of those things. I think he is everything he presents himself to be. Except for having, but I will tell you this is the loudest I ever seen him talk. Go on, Tony. What you think?
You heard what I think. This dude sat in this whole interview and picked a side. Like we said, he picked a side immediately.
Mm-hmm.
But he attempted to pick the side when you knew he picked the side before the All-Star break. Right?
Uh-huh.
Right before the All-Star break, you saw.
Yeah, he went down at the All-Star, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He was down there doing the All-Star break. So slightly before the All-Star break, you saw him try to start getting engaged more in the games, trying to coach a little bit more and pulling the reins from Jeff, because you could see in the beginning, Jeff was controlling the narrative all the way through. Mm-hmm. And Tyler just stood there like a robot, like, which way do I go? Which way do I go? I'm not understanding what you want me to do. Where am I? Right. And they were losing big time. And Angel didn't know what to do and where to go. And Sloop at the time was running the game, each and every game, how she wanted to run the game. Although she was trying to run the sets, it was based around her and how she was going to get the ball to Camilla, but more so how she was going to shine. Let's not forget that. The tide started to shift because you got to figure out how you're going to get Angel involved. Angel standing at the top of the key, holding the ball. Oh, she's just going to stand there. She's going to pass the ball. Everybody's upset. Everybody's angry. Why isn't Angel doing more? Why isn't Angel taking the shot? Why is Angel just standing there? Remember all those conversations? Angel's not facing the basket. Angel's not taking a shot. Angel's wide open. Ariel Atkins standing down in the corner over there. She's not doing anything. Because why? They're running the plays the way Jeff wanted them ran to appease who? 2 players.
Mm-hmm.
2. Just 2. No one else was involved in those plays. So now we're still going to run those plays, right? And we're going to try to get others involved because on the outside at the top of the key, we're going to get Rich Banham the shot. We're going to get Slew to drive and kick. The drive and kick is going to get Camilla the ball because Camilla going to make it happen on the inside. But Slew, if not, Slew going to take the jumper. She going to take the midi. But on the outside at the top of the key, we're going to have Banner take that shot up at the top of the key because Angel just going to be a facilitator. She's just going to pass. And down in that corner over there, that's where Ariel Atkins is sitting over there in that corner down there. And that's where she going to take the shot. That's why she wasn't involved. You got to pay attention, guys. That's exactly the way it was. And it ran like that for 8, 9, 10 games straight. Even in the preseason games. So now Sloop goes down. Sloop goes down. Now the sets got to run differently. Now everybody got to get involved in the play. Now it's time for Angel to take over. Angel needs to do more, he says. Now Angel got to do more. When Sloop goes down, Angel got to do more. But Angel didn't have to do more when Sloop was playing. Go figure.
Mm-hmm.
Now you want Angel to be involved and do more. Now she's important. Now she's a part of the offense. Sad case scenario. And Tyler, you went along with it. You knew it wasn't right. You knew it was wrong. You knew she should have been a part of that offense in the beginning. You said she was, but it didn't show. Angel struggled. Angel looked bad. Because Angel was supposed to do one thing, and that's come to the top of the key, set a screen, and pass the ball. Hand off. Now you want her to actually be involved in the game now. You want her to shoot. You want her to go ahead and dive. You wanted to take command off the dribble. You wanted to take the middies. You wanted to do a lot. And you wanted to go in there, crash the boards. Now you wanted to get on the defensive end also and work her magic on what you know she's very good at. She's excellent at it.
How about this, Tony?
Mm-hmm.
How about this? He was a little relieved when Jeff Girl went down too. Then he can do what he wanted to do. Because I really do believe the only thing I give Tyler credit for, Chant and Tony, is this. He wanted to make Angel a point forward. He wanted Camilla to be more involved in passing as well and facilitating from her position as well. The last year, Teaspoon didn't foresee that part of Angel's game. At least they never explored it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They never explored it. She was a traditional big. So was Camilla.
Yeah.
At least Tyler Marsh listened to Angel and Camilla when Angel said she wanted to be more involved in the offense. She wanted to facilitate. Camilla said multiple times, I am a great passer.
I'm a great passer.
At least he listened to them to explore those options. Because if they'd have had another coach, they might have not even explored the options.
Nope.
But then he had another competing voice in the locker room, which was Jeff P. talking about Vandersloot is running the show. Vandersloot is the legacy player. This is her swan song. Tyler, let her run it. So as a coach, because you coached a lot before, you got the powers that be trying to make this the great players, the legacy players year. And then you got these young players who you are developing, seeing all these skills unlock. And at the beginning of the season, do you go against your boss?
In the beginning of the season, no, he's not going to go against his boss because he's new.
Right.
He's a new coach. He's new in that world, right? And you're trying to feel your way in the business. You're there. Yes, you're not new to the W, but you're new to the head coaching world. And you're trying to make your way. So he did what he thought was best and listened to Jeff. So you can't take nothing away from him in that aspect, but you also got to be a man. You're a man, so be a man about it, right? If you're going to at some point disagree and do your job, then disagree and do your job. If you know that what he's telling you doesn't make sense and it's not going to get you wins, then don't do it. I take the bumps in the end as long as I can get the win, right? As long as I can get the players to buy in the system that I'm trying to convey. And if the system works where we're not getting blown out by 30, 40 points, and we're starting off the season, yes, we may lose a few games, but we're losing by a small margin. Now we're capitalizing on how we can win games moving forward because we've established what we look like as a team versus looking like trash and not knowing where we are, right? In the beginning of the season, none of them knew what to do. They were lost for a long time. It's like you're lost for a whole half a season before you can find an identity, right? But if you buck the system with Jeff early on, and you go ahead, agree to disagree early on, and you find some form of identity of your name and what you want to do as a coach, then you look a little bit different. He didn't do that. He just went along with Jeff, and it didn't look good for the organization. You got players like coming on there saying the Sky need to be ashamed of themselves coming out there like that after the very first game. So,
like Chuck Chatter said, like you just alluded to, it is the same struggle Spoon had with Jeff at the beginning of the season. The only difference is Spoon bucked. Tyler didn't buck. He didn't buck. But guess what? Tyler also watched Spoon get fired.
Yeah, he was trying to play it safe.
You know what I mean?
So you can't really blame him for wanting to play it safe. However, it just didn't look good. And no matter how safe you played,
you still look like a wolf at the end of the day. You still look like a wolf.
Yeah.
Hold on. I want to get to Hot Boy Cardion. He said, Miss Keisha, what do you think about the Chicago Sky organization firing Jeff P. and bringing in the Las Vegas Aces former general manager? The Las Vegas Aces former general manager was Natalie Williams. Remember, they won 2 championships under her tenure, but she got fired because of the whole Derica Hamby situation. Yeah. First of all, it's clear from her track record that she knows how to pick players and she knows how to build teams, and she was a very good executive over there. With the stain of the Derica Hamby situation,
it's tough.
It's tough. But if it was me, I would give her another opportunity. So Hot Boy Corleone, if it was me, I would give Natalie Williams another opportunity because she was good at her job. Everybody makes mistakes in jobs all the time. I don't think it should define you to where you never get that job again. You know what I'm saying? I think you learn from your mistakes. But hey,
she had to take a hit. Sometimes you got to realize,
and you know what? She took her hit.
She took a hit, right? She took a hit. But you got to understand too, in those type of situations, it takes more than one. But because she's in a position, she took that hit. So sometimes you got to realize it's a multitude of individuals that's involved in that. But because that was her position, she took that hit and she was fired.
Yeah. But if it was left up to me, Hot Boy, I would hire.
I would give her the opportunity. I would, without a blink of an eye.
Yeah, I would hire. So that's
sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's not her. Sometimes you could almost say it wasn't her, but she had to take the hit because of the position she was in.
Correct.
I could tell you who it was, but then I would be putting somebody out there, and that's not my nature.
That's not what we do. Allegedly.
That's, allegedly, we can't do that.
But if it was me and it was the Chicago Sky, and we need a competent executive, and we already know people looking at us for out the side eye, I would give her another opportunity. But would the Chicago Sky want a black woman at the helm?
I
don't know. It just depends. I don't know what these people want.
That depends. I mean, the stain that and since you said that, the stain that the league has, or the stigma that the league has right now at the helm of African American women being the lead coaches right now, given what happened the last 2 years, with there being a ton of them, right? And they were not successful. It just put a tarnish on the black African American women as coaches. Some of them were great. They did their job. But when you're not winning and giving them what they want, it it puts a bad reputation out there. So I don't think that they were all bad. They weren't. But you had some that just simply didn't do their job. But it doesn't, to me, it's not in my opinion, I don't see it as a color thing. I see it as an individual thing. Yeah. I'm not into a person's skin color. I'm not into their race. This is the thing we got to stop doing. I would love to give it to all women because this is a women's league. But again, then we're making it a sexism thing. Not doing that either. The best woman, best man up for the job needs to have the job, period.
As far as Chicago is concerned, they need the best person to steer the ship.
Exactly.
Are they gonna just drown out there in the lake out there outside of Chicago? What is it, Lake Lanier? They gonna be drowning out there. So me personally, if anybody that's been a competent GM, not only Natalie Williams, they need somebody competent at their job, know how to pick players, know how to build teams, know how to work through contract negotiations, and know how to be personable and talk business with players and stop getting into ego trips in when it's dealing with players. This is not mom and pop shop, Jeff P. Right. This is a business. Who cares who you mad at? Who cares who you don't like what they said? Do your job and people wouldn't be out here. Hold on.
We got timeouts going over.
Look, we got time today. I'm gonna go through a series of tweets, y'all, because this is what I do. I am a troller.
That's trolling. Let's see.
Let's troll Jeff P for a minute because he out here looking like he about to cry on that exit interview, and this is why he was crying, y'all.
Let's see. Oh, that guy, he like the band director. It's a female. This was troll central.
Hold on, they was trolling. Hold on, all right, before I even get to here.
I'm just thinking like the emotions of it. Like, man, that has to be tough to hear people scream, "Fire you!" Man.
It's gonna be all right, baby.
That's not emotional. He doesn't care. He didn't even think about.
He acted like he didn't care. So hold on. Let's listen to a little bit of how Jeff felt bird page. Lord, I'm gonna go find it. Give me a minute. I'm gonna go find it while I'm letting this video play with Jeff talking about how his little feelings was hurt. Hold on. Oh Lord, don't do him like that, Jeff.
Hey, Brad said queen of the ops.
Afternoon, Jeff. How are you?
Hi, Carly.
When you look, well, I want to kind of discuss a little bit of what happened last night. You were in the building and there were chants and signs that were held up asking for you to be let go and also asking for a change in ownership. You're seeing fans wanting to say that they sided with Angel. First, what's your reaction to seeing the fan base very passionate about what this team is doing? And do you believe that ownership has heard what the fans are asking for?
Yeah, I mean, personally, hearing those things is not ideal. I pour my heart and soul into this job. I lose sleep over the losing. If anyone's going to take the bullets, I'd rather it be me over our head coach or our players. I'm never going to change as far as that goes. It's hard to hear, but I'm also appreciative that we have passionate fans that want to see winning. We feel the same, and I know I have full support from ownership. We have great conversations. There's a lot of mutual respect there. I have all the respect in the world for Tyler. I think he's the guy for the job. And again, I mean, this can be a tough seat to be in. But I'm going to keep being myself, keep caring about the players, and just know that I'm going to keep pouring my heart and soul into it. And we are going to get this right.
We'll go to Alexa.
Hold on.
He gonna keep pouring his heart out. Huh?
That what he say?
Afternoon, Jeff. How are you?
He didn't feel hold on. Let me show y'all this before I and then Poe Angel. She out here just trolling herself. Chicago done chose a side.
They showed everybody. They showed her whole team. They chose a side. They said we rocking one way. We rocking one way. Let me tell you what kills me with this, right? You sit here.
They chose a side.
They all chose a side. What they say? Yeah, we all rocking with Angel. We in there, we support her and we this and we that. That's not what I saw those last 2 weeks. That's not what I saw after the game either. Angel standing alone. That's what I saw. I'm sorry. Is that not what you saw? After the game? Everybody giving everybody hugs, everybody going up to everybody. I'm sorry, I saw Angel standing by herself. Angel not worried about that. Angel stood right out there. If they came up to her, they came up to her. If they didn't, she was okay. She was quite all right. Angel knows exactly what she's up against. That's why I said she's strong. She's strong-willed. She knows what she has to do. And she's doing what she has to do, right? She's standing in it. She's owning up to it. And she's doing what she has to do. And when it's time to go, it's time to go. It was time to go.
All this for a franchise who is abysmal. But baby, they didn't chose their side. They don't give a damn what Jeff.
If they handled it in-house, Keisha, and it was all good, right? They handled it in-house. They gave her half a game suspension, and they handled it in-house, and it's all good. Then where was the team at the end of this game? And everybody was giving each other hugs and was saying their goodbyes, and this is the last time we're going to really be around each other until we find out our faith. Where were they for her? And all the stuff she goes through and all the support they gave, where were they? I just want to know. I'm like inquiring minds. I want to know.
You want to know?
I don't fucking know.
They in their feelings.
No, they're in their feelings. That's what I want to know. You're mad, you're angry, you're hating. I mean, what is it? You're mad because she said what she said, which y'all have all been saying all year, but because she said it, it's a problem. But y'all all have been saying it the whole time. And then y'all come in the exit interviews and y'all say the same thing. Okay, I just want to make it make sense.
Well, hold on, y'all. Hold on. I think, and then on top of all that, the 2025 WNBA peak performers, Alyssa Thomas, 9.2 assists per game. Asia Wilson, 23.4 points per game. And Angel Reese, 12.6 rebounds per game.
That's right.
By the WNBA. So
by the WNBA.
These people.
You can't tell me nothing else. This girl earned this right here. She earned this.
Yeah.
She earned this. And you're lucky. Just imagine had she played the other 14 games that she missed.
She'd have blew it out the way. That would have been a record that stood that nobody could catch.
And had she been on top of her game the first 8 games, so 14 plus 8. It's 24 games, guys. I'm sorry, 22 games. Look at that. Tell me, would that have been a record nobody would not have been able to chase for a long time. A long time. Even as good as Asia is, Asia wouldn't have been able to catch that record.
Nah.
Because Asia ain't worried about chasing that record. Asia's just worried about being great at whatever she's doing at that time. She just want to be the best. And rebounding, if rebounding comes along with it, it comes along with it. Scoring is it. She just want to be dominant in whatever she's doing. She's not depicting one entity. Angel's not picking one entity. That's just what she's best at. Go figure. AT's not picking one thing. That's just what she's best at. That's just what they're best at, guys. They're not picking one thing. That's just what they're best at.
Man, I feel bad. Hey, y'all, I'm about to show y'all. I found it, Felicia Daniels. Because I'm a troll. I am a troll.
Troll up. We got time today, boys. Saturday. We got time today. Hey, Brass.
What's up, Brass? Jeff P. You miscalculated this whole smear campaign. It has backfired on you.
We got time today.
It has backfired on you spectacularly. Oh, my God. Here we go. They're going to zoom in on Jeff P.
Oh, that face looking sour. Oh, wow.
Jeff up there like.
Oh, who is that with him? Boy, look at him with him. Boy,
I don't know who that is with him.
They like, oh, wow.
But he started leaning to the side like, it's like, Tony, you sitting right there. And they said, screw Tony. I'm like.
I'm not with you, man. I'm not with you. Hold up. Let me get out the frame.
Hey, man, look, that man like, hey, what's really going on?
Yeah.
That man, they did not.
I mean, it's the whole damn thing. That's crazy. It's like they're saying fire Jeff. Say fire Jeff. Who are you, a camera person? Keisha being messy, y'all.
Oh, Tika Miller said that's the president, Adam Fox.
Oh, man, I could barely tell who they was. Okay.
Somebody said, you know what? I'm about to zoom in on the skybox.
Well, there you go. Well, Adam, there you have it. You were in living color.
Next thing you know, Adam said, you know what, Jeff? I got to go talk to Mike Alter.
You in living color. You heard it.
We got to
from
go
all
have
of the
a
horses'
conversation.
mouths.
Like, you told us they was going to come down on the player and they was going to turn on Angel Reese. These people ain't turned on Angel Reese. They turned on you.
If that ain't power of a 23-year-old, I don't know what is. I told y'all. Hey, chat, I've been saying this since the beginning. Watch and learn. Watch what Angel Reese does without saying a word. This is the power of this young lady. She don't have to say anything. She's a power within her own right. She's earned it. She's earned it. She's being unapologetically her. She's done nothing wrong. The vitriol she get is unreal. It's unreal.
He shouldn't have drafted her. If he wanted to be the superstar in Chicago, he shouldn't have drafted Angel Reese.
He wants to be the superstar, and he's just he is not a player.
But he wanted to be the star.
He wants to be the star. Look what I got. Look what I created. Look at me. Yes. I did this. Like Coach Carter movie. I did this shit. Me.
Yeah. No.
I did this. Look. You are not Coach Carter, man.
He should have never drafted her because he is not comfortable being a shadow in her light.
And that's what the other coaches didn't want, i.e. as to why she continued to go later in the draft. But she was supposed to be in that top 3. But whatever, I digress.
And see, Spoon wasn't intimidated by the light. Spoon had her own light.
And all those that decided they passed up on it, shame on them too. And they're all regretting it too.
Yes.
Because they did not think. They didn't want this moment, but they wouldn't have had this moment had they picked her up like they were supposed to.
Right.
Because their team would have already won, i.e. Lynx. I'm just gonna tell you, Lynx, you would have won last year. You wouldn't have been you wouldn't have been mad at New York for winning the title and saying that they cheated you out. You know, hey, I'm just saying, we knew, and Angel would have known that Fee was it. She wouldn't have came in and stole Fee's thunder. She would have enhanced Fee's thunder. She would have did her own thing, rightfully so. But hey, that's here nor there. What's done is done. And what's done in the dark comes to the light, and here we are.
You know who else messed up?
Who that? To my LA?
I'm talking about, yeah, look, let me tell y'all who was in the top, 10 of that 2024 draft. We all know the Fever was number 1. But then you have the Sparks. Granted, I think she would have fit with the Sparks too.
Yeah.
Angel would have. Then you had Camilla go with the Sky.
That was the other one.
Then the Sparks come back in. They draft Rakia at number 4. The Dallas Wings takes J.C. Sheldon.
I wouldn't have wanted her in Dallas anyway. But
what I'm saying is Dallas.
Yeah, Dallas. They tripped up too.
Now
that
Paige is here.
It would have been nice, but
now that Paige is here, the draft before you made a mistake. Because you had to come back the next draft and draft another point guard.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Where you could have built like the Fever. They got their big woman. They got AB.
Yep. And then they came
back and got Caitlin.
Got their PG. Yep.
So the Wings made a mistake. Then you have the next team that I think made a mistake, even though I like the player they selected. They picked Aaliyah Edwards. I think the Mystics made a mistake.
Mystics made a big mistake too. Yeah. Quite a few of them made a mistake. And they have to deal with that mistake.
We all know the Lynx traded down.
You're right, L504.
Then the Lynx traded down and got Elisa Peely. And we all know how that went.
Why didn't let me post?
That was the most egregious. Cheryl Reese gave the pick to Chicago, and then one pick later picks Elisa Peely, who she never played.
Never played.
And there it is. That is what. So the Sparks, the Wings, the Mystics.
Yeah, they all
the
messed up. They all messed up. They all messed up.
Yeah, AL504 say Kurt Miller won an Angel from day one.
Yeah.
But he was just the coach. He wasn't the GM.
Right. Right.
That's why he won her now. he is putting all the feelers out there. He talking about what she should do, what she shouldn't do, throwing shade on the sky.
Throwing it. Hey.
So
hot commodity, baby. Hot commodity. Whatever. That's why I said it's a win-win for Angel. It's a win-win for Angel.
The Mystics trade Edwards and Peely got let go by Cheryl Reeves, and then the Wings trade JC Sheldon to the Sun, and now she didn't got traded. I think to the Mystics, but she got hurt. Man.
Yes,
mistake.
After mistake. It's just been bad business for the last 2-3 years.
All because of the limelight.
All because they all said they didn't want Angel, but guess what? Now they've all regretted. They all want her. Now they all wish they had her. And guess what? If Chicago Sky makes the mistake, because it will be a mistake, and let her go, either way, if they keep her, they got to give her what she wants. If they let her go, they're doing her a favor. Either way, it's a win-win for Angel. It's a win-win for Angel. You keep her, you got to give her what she needs to fit her on this team.
Mm-hmm.
You trade her. I don't care if you try to trade her to the trashiest team on this planet. You know what that team's going to do? That team is going to build around Angel. So you're giving Angel whatever she wants.
Mm-hmm.
Angel is the ticket to the WNBA. I don't care what anybody says. People can come in and say whatever they want. Candace Parker can say whatever she wants. She's going to eat her shit in the next year or two. She's going to be praising Angel in the next year or two because it's clicks, it's clickbaits. She's trash right now, the way she's talking. It is what it is. It's inevitable for Angel. Angel is a calculated individual. She knows what she's doing. She's a marketer. She's a market walking dominant Barbie. That is exactly what she is. She knows what she's doing. And I'm telling you, watch her work. I've been saying it the entire time. And I'm going to continue to say it. Watch her work.
The only thing let me tell you something, Tony. The only thing that will save this whole thing is Michael also going to have to fire his boy.
Yeah.
Is he willing to do that?
If he don't, he's going to have to bend. He's going to have to bend and bow down to a 23-year-old. Keisha.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He's not going to like it. He ain't going to like it. And looking at him, he's not going to like it. He didn't like it. He doesn't like it already. He didn't like it when he got her.
Mm.
But guess what? It is what it is. Either you going to save your job or you about to lose your job.
Right.
Which one? You about to lose your job.
I fear,
or save your job.
I fear that unless the Chicago fan base has to send a clear message, I'm talking about with the dollars.
Mm-hmm.
They have to send a clear message. I don't know if Michael also going to move.
What's going on, Troy?
You know what I mean?
Yep.
What's up, Troy? I don't know if they're going to move unless it hits their pocket.
Right. It's going to hit their pocket. It's going to hit their pocket.
He's their boy.
It's going to hit their pocket.
And they knew when they hired him, he didn't have the experience. So this really and truly, all of this, I know we hate Jeff P. I know we a Pink Panther, and I get it. But they hired him knowing he was just a trainer, developmental coach. He had never been a GM before. That's right. On upper management. They hired an inexperienced executive.
Yep.
So just think about it, chat. They signed up for the mistakes. They knew he was going to make mistakes because he's never done the job before. So I know we all pissed off at Jeff P, but you need to be pissed off at the owner and upper management and the presidents and all that. They hired them. That's just like hiring a YMCA director to be a GM of a professional team, and you not expecting growing pains.
They seal in their faith that he could bring in people to put seats. What did he say? He said, and we're going to quote him, that some of the players they let go, like Deladon and those guys, they didn't put bodies in the seats. Well, Angel's putting bodies in the seats. And what is happening right now? 40% is a 40% drop on ticket sales right now for next year.
Said. Yeah,
it's 40%. So you let her go because they hear the chatter, they see what's going on, and they're doing that because of this man. So Angel comes back. They say, hey, can you get this 40% back? Of course she could get it back. But why? If I was Angel, I wouldn't do ish until you give me what I want. It's a business. And she ain't answering her phone right now for you because you threw her under the bus. And ain't no conversations right now. What'd he say in his interview, exiting his view? He's having a conversation with her every day. You are everyday lie.
You are everyday.
You are everyday lie. Stop Apollo lying. You having conversations with her agent. You ain't having no conversation with her. You Apollo lying. Stop that lie. Stop that lying. Stop trying to make us believe that, man. Take it from somebody that knows what's going on behind the scenes. Stop Apollo lying. You Apollo lying. You ain't having no words with her. You Apollo lying.
He say he having a.
You Apollo lying. That's why your nose is growing. You worse than Pinocchio right now, man. Stop Apollo lying. And her agent gonna do exactly what she say do. And her agent is, as a matter of fact, her agent ain't even got to talk to her. Her agent speaks for her. Hey, you Apollo lying. Jeff P, stop letting that nose grow, man. Stop letting that nose grow. You poking the screen when you telling them lies. Cut it out.
He said, cut it out.
Cut it out, man. Cut it out.
He said, cut it out, man.
Cut it out, man. Cut it out.
Look, Jeff P. And then he had nerve enough to say in that exit interview, I'm gonna talk about this before we go. He got nerve enough to say in that exit interview that that he'll take the heat, he'll take all the heat.
He'll take all the heat. You power line again. Boys, I'm telling you, it's going in my eyes.
And it's still that he in the pursuit of championships. Even with the
allegedly, that's what he said.
Even with the situation we had this year, we will always be in the pursuit of championships, and we still, what he say? We still, we know we have to improve the roster. Wait a minute, Jeff. Ain't that the same thing?
Same thing Angel said. That's what she said. But you suspended a half a game for saying it.
Lord have mercy. You have to improve the roster, really. A couple of days ago, y'all said everybody was supposed to be kumbaya and everybody.
That's what he said. The locker room is good. That's what you said, but that's not what I see. Boy, how many lies y'all gonna tell right now?
A lot, apparently. They don't mind lying. God damn,
stop all
they lie more than I ever seen in my life. Lord Jesus, just say you don't know what you're doing.
You done poked about 3 holes in my screen on there. Cut it out. You're apologizing.
They missed the playoffs again. Lost more games than they did last year. You didn't embarrass yourself.
So do you fire yourself? Because that's what you fired Teaspoon for, right? Not making the playoff. And having a toxic locker room. As you fired Teaspoon for.
And then had nerves
to fire yourself for not going to the playoff twice. You blame the coach. Shame on the coach. Second year, who do you blame? You should be blaming yourself because you made this roster right here. You made this roster, Jeff. This was done before Tyler came on board.
Hey, man.
Tyler came on board when y'all were looking at the draft picks. Before as the other players,
up
that's
in here.
you.
We about to go. Why is you?
You done brought your old crazy self in here, your 9. Look, man, where you been?
You said you
hey,
couldn't
y'all,
talk.
look who done came in the
Why is
building.
you up here?
I'm so sorry. I just wanted everybody to know ain't nothing funny happening. I got no voice. I'm so sorry, everybody. I'm under the weather. And these 2 minions is handling the business. And I'm going to make sure that everybody know that I am the man and they are minions, okay?
You
So I'm just going to let y'all know I got no voice. I'm sorry, y'all. I love y'all. I'm getting out of here. Brother Will, kill everybody. I'm gone, Jeff P.
All right.
We coming for your ass, all right? We coming.
Okay, bro. Okay, bro. We got you. Good job.
Mr. Tony, I'm gonna get you, all right? I'm got you, okay? I'm gone.
Goodness, y'all.
He called in like he was trying to prove to his boss
came in the
that
house.
he was sick.
And he's gone down.
He worked at Jeff Pizzle.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that was too funny.
He worked at Jeff Pizzle. Man, look, let me tell y'all something.
Goodness. What's up, Goon the Shooter?
What's up, Autism Boy? Hey, man.
What's up, Wody Mac?
Wody, look. I know people was somebody was in the chat talking about, do she really put butts in seats? Hey, let me ask you
something. Who said that? Come on,
somebody
man.
named Nella or something. Let me ask you something.
Go back. You ain't got to answer that. Just tell them going back and look at what the seats were before she got there, and then come back and ask us that question.
I like cooking food, so I'm gonna go on cooking.
Come on,
Male
now.
too.
That's a dumb question.
Let me ask you something. This is a women's league that a lot of people out there say people don't want to watch, right, Tony?
Yes.
This is a women's league that they say people out there don't want to watch. This is a 10-34 team that lost so many games by blowouts.
Right.
And still having fans come to their last game to holler fire Jeff P. If that ain't putting butts in seats, because nobody wants to see people lose.
Nobody wants to see her. But they gave her a standing ovation when she came in.
To sustain your attendance at United Center and all that throughout a horrendous season.
Yeah, she did nothing.
Who wants to pay to go to United Center to see Chicago Sky get their head beat in? The Sky fans went. Angel didn't even play.
Don't come here talking about that was no Indy. Come on, cut it out. Cut it out. Cut it out. Cut it out.
We're not talking about Indiana.
We ain't talking about no Indiana. Cut it out.
We're not talking about Indiana. You made the comment
about
putting butts in the seats
we
for
say
Chicago
butts in the seat
Sky.
for Chicago. We ain't talking about you and your little precious person.
We're not talking about that.
Don't come in here with that. We're not talking about that. This is a different platform.
Hold on, Tony. Caitlin didn't play. Angel didn't play in that United Center. I'm talking about all the other games for the Sky when they are 10-34 getting blown out by 30 and people butts are still in the seats. That arena should have been empty after about the 15th game because all of us knew they were going to get their ass whipped the whole season. And people continue to come.
They just trolling. Whoever this Mella person is, they just trolling. They trolling.
Their attendance is still up.
They troll,
baby.
Yeah, but don't even adhere to that.
Their attendance is still up. Even how
that's a troll. That's a troll. That's a troll. Let that troll go.
And And thank you, MR. And
yeah, that's a troll.
And add insult to injury, Mella too.
Hey y'all, don't engage with that. That's a troll right there. That's a troll.
Look.
Because if they really got their history and they really watched it all, they would know what they're talking about. That's a troll right there. Don't even worry about it. That's a troll. Keep moving along.
The ticket price is skyrocketed with them losing.
Yeah, that's a troll right there. They don't know nothing about they really don't know anything about ticket sales. They heard something on the internet and they continue to follow that trend. So that's why they're talking. They don't really know much. So that's a troll. So let them keep.
All I know is if you are losing organization, most of the time the seats are empty.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I know.
Exactly.
That's all I know. But hey, y'all.
Yeah, that's a troll. Let that troll go.
We have fun.
Thank you for coming in, though, because you just gave us some view. You gave us your view. We appreciate
you gave us some views, and you made us
we appreciate
put you in the trick bag, and you bringing up the fever. Nobody was bringing up the fever. We was talking about the sky and the debacle we got going on. Let me tell y'all something, trolls. We got our own problems going on over here. We ain't got time.
Trolls. We got trolls.
Yeah, we ain't got time to even deal with some of this shit.
Y'all don't talk to Mella. Whoever that Mella, whoever it is.
We don't even have time.
Leave to themselves. If y'all stop talking to that person, they
baby Clarkies, we don't even have time for y'all. We got so much.
You could never make me mad. You could never get under my skin. You could never, ever. I dressed you and it's over.
No. Leave her in there. She all right.
Yeah, don't kick them out. Don't kick them out. Let them stay in there. Let them say all they want to say.
You know, they need to
hear
the
in there.
Too.
Let them say.
Yeah, they need to hear the truth. I would say this. We got our own problems over here. We ain't got time to, as fans, we ain't got time to be worried about. We trying to fix our own team. We ain't got time to be worried about what's going on everywhere else.
Yeah.
But I will say this: the Mystics, the Sparks, and the Lynx and the Wings made a mistake.
Of course they did. And that's why they
and every year the girl plays, that mistake just looked more and more bad.
Exactly.
But we about to get up out of here. Tony, thank you for being up here with me with the troll.
Always. As a matter of fact, hey, go ahead on over to my channel, Mella, whoever you are. We can have plenty of conversations on my channel. I'm going to eat your ass alive over there. Come on over there and join me over there. So pretty, Tony, at Court Vision and see how long you last over there. Come on over there. Why not? Come join me. Go and hit that subscribe button. We're going to have some fun over there. Shit. We had some fun over there. For real.
All right,
I believe in responding.
I hadn't said this enough. No, hold on. Let me go check. Because I actually got so involved in the conversation. I need y'all to hit the like button. Please.
Did you
hit
do
the like button? Yeah, I forgot. I got the
Nope, you got time.
Okay, hold on. Let me give you where is Bro Claude? Bro Claude don't never have his stuff. Oh, maybe do. Okay, here we go.
Underdog Fantasies is the best way to do play-by-play fantasy sports. Let me tell you about the simplest way to get in some WNBA, NBA action. Find players, pick higher or lower, and win some extra cash. Pick between 2 to 5 players to fill out your pick'em entry. Get every pick right and win some much-needed cash. Use promo code CLUBCK and receive up to $1,000 in bonus cash.
Now that it's football time, follow Player Club with Claude and Keisha as I, Devon, share my picks. Pick your player, choose your amount, win money. Make picks, win cash.
Thanks, Underdog Fantasy, for the partnership with us. And thank you for using promo code CLUBCK on Underdog Fantasy. All right, guys. Please hit the like button. Please go subscribe to our channels. They scrolling at the bottom. Subscribe to me, Cut the Ish, Real Talk Sports. I'm Keisha. So subscribe to So Pretty Tony at Court Vision. She's at So Pretty Tony 7237. Also subscribe to my brother, Bro Claude at Steady Serv'n ENT. He is the crash out king, but a pimp is down. A pimp is down. So you got the ladies today. I hope y'all enjoyed the show because we had fun rocking out with y'all and trolling Jeff Piffle. But y'all, y'all hit the like button. Tony, you got anything else you want to say?
Hey, man, it's always a pleasure. I appreciate you guys. Hey, chat, love y'all. Love the support. Love the energy. Love the commentary. Hey, I'm just grateful for being up here. Thank you, Keisha. Thank you to KSAP. Thank you to the family. I appreciate you all. Hey, ADP. William, it's always a pleasure, man. I tell you, you're always in the house. ADP, hey, T. Camilla, Tiff and Cole, all of y'all. I see y'all everywhere. I love the support. I love it, love it, love it. I see you every now and then. There, where you at? Where you at? Where is he? He done left up out of here already. Did y'all kick him out?
Who?
Where's our FIFA fan? Where's our FIFA fan? Where you at? Where you at? Oh,
Wody
Mac. Yeah, Wody Mac. You know,
you talking about Wody?
Yeah.
Wody,
but you know what? Wody,
he
loves people, but Wody loves everybody. I gotta
he
give
be dipping in and out.
He dipping in and out. I like Wody. Wody's cool people. Wody's cool people. I like Wody. Wody stick up for his people, but Wody is for everybody. Felicia's always in the house. Andre, I like seeing everybody. AL504. You know, I love seeing our Be Will, especially Brass. I just want to make sure I continue to shout everybody out because they're always in the house. Drexter. Thank you all always for being there, supporting. I've been out here now for a month strong with everybody, showing my face. I love the support. I'm at 160. I appreciate you all for showing me the support and the love. Hey, anything else out there? You say, hey, So Pretty Tony, I want to see you cover this. I want to see you do that. Hey, by the means, go ahead and shoot that in the DMs, and I got you covered.
Thank you. One last thing before I leave tonight, I'll be live. My Tigers is taking on the Florida Gators. Pull up if you want to watch some college football. And in the real Death Valley, I will be live tonight, live watch party.
Yeah.
LSU versus Florida. Best game of the week. Other than that, y'all, I'll be live on the Players Club, so y'all catch me up over there. Other than that, thank y'all for rocking with us. We love y'all. This is the end of the Crash Out Room. Peace.
Salute.